There are three states of matter. Gases, which we have studied, are compressible fluids, and they fill the container completely. Liquids are relatively incompressible, and they adapt to the container shape. Solids are incompressible, they have definite volume and shape. Intermolecular forces are attractive forces between molecules. Intramolecular forces hold atoms together in a molecule. Intermolecular forces are bonds. Generally, intermolecular forces are much weaker than intramolecular forces. It takes 41 kilojoules to vaporize a mole of water, but it takes 930 kilojoules to break the OH bonds in a mole of water. A measure of intermolecular force is the boiling point, the melting point, the heat of vaporization, the heat of fusion, or the heat of sublimation. Dipole-dipole forces are attractive forces between polar molecules. They cause an orientation of the polar molecules in a solid. Notice that the opposite charges attract one another and orient in that direction. Ion dipole forces are attractive forces between an ion and a polar molecule. Here is a sodium ion with a dipole and an iodine ion with a dipole. Notice that the opposite charges attract and cause an orientation. Dispersion forces. They are attractive forces that arise as a result of temporary dipoles induced in atoms or molecules. A cation can induce a dipole. It's an ion-induced dipole interaction. A dipole can induce a dipole in another molecule. Dipole-induced dipole interaction. Polarizability is the ease with which the electron distribution in an atom or molecule can be distorted. Polarizability increases with the greater number of electrons and the more diffuse the electron cloud. Dispersion forces usually increase with molar mass. Look at the compounds methane, carbon tetrafluoride, carbon tetrachloride, carbon tetrabromide, and carbon tetraiodide. As the mass increases, the melting point increases. The hydrogen bond is a special dipole-dipole interaction between a hydrogen atom and a polar nitrogen-hydrogen bond, oxygen-hydrogen bond, or fluoride-hydrogen bond, and an electronegative oxygen, nitrogen, or fluorine atom. Here are examples. Two water molecules with hydrogen bonding between the hydrogen and the oxygen on another water molecule. Ammonia, hydrogen bonded to another ammonia between the nitrogen and the hydrogen. On the second row we see hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen bonded to ammonia between the fluorine and the hydrogen. Surface tension is the amount of energy required to stretch or increase the surface of a liquid by a unit area. Strong intermolecular forces cause high surface tension. Cohesion is the intermolecular attraction between like molecules. Adhesion, on the other hand, is the attraction between unlike molecules. Viscosity is the measure of fluids' resistance to flow. Strong intermolecular forces cause high viscosity.